Hello dear students, welcome back to our video, and we are discussing about the very romantic scene between Ferdinand and Miranda from William Shakespeare's play The Tempest, Act 3, Scene 1. So we continue from the line 95 onwards, where Miranda started feeling herself unworthiness, and this shows that her humble nature and her love towards Ferdinand, and she also declares that she will be even ready to remain as a maid of Ferdinand, even though if he don't marry her. Okay, so and she also continues saying that this, I'm your wife if you will marry me. Okay, so she says that with all my pure heart, with all my innocence, I'm just way with the cunning display, letting the simple and sacred innocence that was there inside. So what is speaking is actually is not Miranda speaking. What is speaking is actually her innocence is speaking. Okay, so now she declares herself as, I'm your wife, I am ready to become your wife if you will marry me. Okay, so this is a statement that Miranda keeps in front of Ferdinand, telling that I am ready to be your wife, even if you are really willing to marry me, and if you are not willing, I will be dying as your maid. So to be your, so whatever, if you are marrying or if you are not marrying, I am not going to change my decision. I will be remaining as your maid, okay? And I will be constantly loving you. So to be more fellow, you may deny me, okay? So she also says that when you meet maybe more beautiful ladies than me or your other partners in the marriage, at that time you will be, or if you move on and go ahead and you go and marry someone else also, and you will be having a good partner in your life, at that time also I will remain as your servant. So you can see that how down to earth and how pure her love towards Ferdinand is. Okay, so I will be remaining your servant whether you will or not. Now what does it mean whether you will or not? Even you will accept it or you do not accept it, I don't bother about that, but I will be remaining as your servant. So Ferdinand replies to this, my mistress, dearest, and I thus humble over. So Ferdinand was like, he don't have words to speak. He was totally shocked to listen from Miranda, and more than that, he was getting that feeling that how much Miranda started loving him. Okay, so that is why he says that, oh my mistress, please don't say like that, you are so dearest to me, and I thus humble, and I am the humble servant for you, and you need not be a servant for me. And Miranda then says, oh my husband, then. So it's like exchanging the words, feeling of being a wife and a husband between each other. And Ferdinand says, a with a heart as willing as bondage, ever of freedom, here is my hand. So finally, you can see that Ferdinand will be giving his hand into the hands of Miranda, and he is promising actually to Miranda that I am willingly giving my heart into your heart, and I am fixing this bondage. Okay, so that means a slave is desirous of getting a freedom, isn't it? So here when Miranda told Ferdinand that she's even ready to become the slave, so he says that no, I am just making you free from that thinking of being a slave, and I am giving my heart to you, and I'm giving my heart in your hand, and you will be accepting it. Okay, so Miranda says, and mine with my heart in it. So Miranda also expresses her feelings obviously towards Ferdinand, and she says that I'm also giving my heart to you, and now farewell, and now I have to go till half an hour ends. Means there is only half an hour left for what? So remember in the beginning of the scene we have seen that Miranda was telling Ferdinand that you can take rest, because till half an hour my father Prospero will be having a short nap. Okay, so and that was a gap when Miranda came actually to meet Ferdinand. So now the time is over, the meeting time is over. So Miranda promises that she will be also there with the Ferdinand, and she promises and her love for Ferdinand, and she says that now it's time for me to leave because the half an hour is over. That means now the time of Prospero's waking is over. Now these two are actually not at all aware of the fact that Prospero was standing aside and watching and listening to them, to their conversation. Okay, now Ferdinand says that 1,000,000. Okay, now what Ferdinand says, like he actually don't want to bid farewell to Miranda. So now telling this, Miranda, and for Miranda goes away from the scene, and Prospero makes it's like we call it as a soliloquy in the drama. Okay, So it is like a person speaking to himself, when there is not necessary there should be listeners. It is like a monologue. Okay, monologue, single dialogue, mono, single, log, dialogue, monologue, single dialogue. Okay, so here Prospero makes a monologue or a soliloquy, and he says that, so glad of this as they I cannot be, who are surprised with all, but my rejoicing at nothing can be more, I will to my book. So here, looking at the bonding and the intensity and the understanding, and also, like trusting upon each other of Miranda and Ferdinand, Prospero becomes extremely happy, and there were no words for his joy. Okay, so he says that, so glad of this. It says all that, seeing those two together, and the way they respect each other, the way they love each other, the way they have their trust upon each other, everything makes Prospero very happy. And he says that, so I'm very glad to see this, and it cannot be. Okay, so, and I cannot be surprised. So here, because he know that his daughter Miranda is the best women that he had ever seen. Okay, he's telling not only because she is his daughter, because Miranda is portrayed as such a beautiful character with all the good qualities of a woman, and there is no kind of jealousy, there is no kind of ill intention, there is no kind of hatred towards anyone, and she is very humble, down to earth, beautiful, and modest, and all the good qualities that a woman should be, and a man would definitely love to be in company with, accompanying such a type of lady. Okay, so that is what Miranda is. Okay, so here, so now Prospero returns back to his the most enjoying work, that is his reading of his magic books. For at your supper time must I perform much business. So actually he is talking this to himself, and he says that, yeah, before the supper time I have some other work, means I have some other plannings for the further work. So before that I have to study from my magic book. So here we end the Act 3, Scene 1, the very romantic scene between Miranda and Ferdinand. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.